What's going on, y'all? I hope everyone's having a fantastic day. I hope you guys are enjoying yourself, and I hope you guys are enjoying the content. If you're not, well, this probably isn't the channel for you, right? And it is what it is. I don't like vegetables, so I don't eat them, and I get that. They're not for me. But if this is the channel for you and you do like the content, we are going to be talking about this Epiq 84 and pretty much a one-year review on it. Hit the like button. It's free, and you know what the saying is, if it's free, it's for me, right? And hit the subscribe button. Help the channel grow a little bit, help other people see it, and listen to my nonsense and shenanigans and BS that comes out of my mouth all the time. So it's a fun thing. I've been trying to get more content out there. So figure I've had this thing for about a year now. I went from a Master Series that I had for a little bit, traded up. Before that, I had a Husky 52-inch double stack box. So it was actually really hard. I watched the video when I first got this. I missed my Master Series boxes. The Midnight Series or something along those lines. It was a teal trim with the black. I love that box, but I outgrew it. And that's kind of the topic of this. Guys, if you're outgrowing your toolbox, and believe me, it'll happen, organization only gets you so far, and then you keep buying more tools and hiding them from the wife. Then she finds out she beats you a little bit. It's a fun time had by all. Can turn into some fun games at night. Anyways, nothing like running from the rolling pin. Yeah, so coffee's great. We're going to discuss this box with my thoughts on it as a whole are. This is an Epiq 84. Guys, first and foremost, when you're buying a toolbox, do your research. Look into what company has the best box for you. Look at drawer layout. Drawer layout is a huge thing. This is why I chose the Epiq series toolbox, is because of the drawer setup. Guys, next up, look at the price. I would have never bought this if I was paying full price for it. This was a repo box. It's kind of a sad story. The tech that bought this prior, I guess, ended up getting cancer or something along those lines. So he had to sell the toolbox. This is a story that I got. When I first got the box opened up, there's a couple marks where there's a couple tool sets set down on the rubber padding inside. It's a very clean box. Right now it's filthy. Been a little bit busy at the shop. But, yeah, so the price point. When my tool rep hit me up about this, the price was right there. I mean, it was like perfect. I could not bat an eye at it. Like, it's like, okay, this is almost as much as I paid for my 54-inch Masters. I talked it over with the wife. She gave me the go-ahead because, well, this would have been a good beating. But had the stainless top, had the drawer layout that I liked. Didn't realize it had the lights, which I actually have come to really enjoy having these LED lights underneath. You got a button over here. Now those buttons, apparently it's an issue with the snap-ons. They do fail, they break. I've had to replace one so far. It's not that bad. There's a bolt on this side, a bolt on that side. I took a pry bar and a couple blocks of wood, got it up far enough for me to get my hands in there to take that screw out, and Bob's your uncle type deal, right? So the light mechanism, I mean, I could have cheaped out and got a little rocker switch or something like that and mounted underneath. That is what it is. I want the snap-on light, that way everything looks, factory. And I didn't want a hole just sitting there. So that was taken care of. That's kind of a thing on it for when they do go out. Had my snap-on rep said he's had several on order. Just, I guess that is a thing with those boxes. Now, I know some of y'all like the bed liner tops, and that's cool. No complaints on that. I've heard some things with bed liner, and this is from hearsay type stuff. If you set something on there and it scratches in, it'll start peeling it up and things of that nature. You can't put certain fluids on it. I didn't want that. I like the stainless steel top. Only thing that sucks about it is it's not magnetic, right? So it's kind of a Debbie Downer for me. Like this light right here Yeah. So, which, this is a really cool light, by the way, but I'm getting sidetracked. But yeah, not really magnetic, so it kind of sucks, especially if you're doing wiring and you got one of those little holder tools. Yeah. But you just gotta get a piece of metal. We got metal floating all around here, drop it on, and you're good to go. I will say with a bigger toolbox, guys, if you're looking at upgrading, whether you're going from a roll cart or whatever, you're going from a smaller box to a bigger box, I'm gonna tell you this right now. This 84 inches of space across turns into nothing but a cluttered up mess. I clean it off once a week, twice a week, and the next day it's just covered in stuff. I just pulled the heads out. I had a big block, or I got big block heads. I'm going through heads to, take care of some certain things. Had those sitting up there. Had some 302 heads, some 289 heads sitting up there for the longest time. It's just, we're going through the shop, cleaning, organizing, and trying to make the shop a little bit more efficient. So this has become a catch-all for random stuff. So the more space you have, the more stuff's going to go on top, guys. It's one of those things. Yeah, so drawer layout. I like the long socket drawer, the long wrench drawer, and the long screwdriver drawer. That's just God's way of setting up a toolbox: sockets, wrenches, screwdrivers. And guys, I'm going to tell you this right now. Ratchets, don't put ratchets with sockets. They're not friends like that. They don't like to party together at night. They're separate. It's like that coworker that you get along with at work, but you would never hang out with. That's kind of that relationship. So ratchets have a separate drawer. Or maybe I'm just special. I don't know. Maybe buy me a helmet for Christmas. I don't know. Some coloring books and some crayons, and we're having a great time. But let's take a look at this box and come behind the camera a little bit, and we'll go over a couple things. So far, I have enjoyed it for the year that I've had this. Yeah. So let's get into this. Guys, everything is a mess right now, so we're getting into it. So I will be doing a toolbox tour on this. Those are eventually going away, probably this week. That's going to be a fun journey. I like the stainless top because, like, I could just write everything up here. Wire numbers, connector numbers, all that fun stuff. When you're looking at all data, wanting to pull your head or hair out of your head, you get tired of searching for notepads because they're under everything. Yeah, kind of a fun thing. Like I said, the toolbox is a mess, but I have no problem writing on it. I have no problem tearing things down on this. I've had, what is it, a Kubota V2403 completely pulled apart, cataloged, all that stuff on this, oil, grease, nastiness, and it just wipes right off. Take a little brake clean and just, it is what it is. It's no one else's problem anymore. It's kind of nice. So I do like that about the stainless stops, guys. Something I highly recommend. If you're like me, writing on your toolbox all the time, maybe you get bored, draw stick figure wars. It is what it is. The depth on this, to me, is something fantastic. And I've got the overhead lights turned off up there. I might probably turn those on in a second. That way it kind of just, whatever, messes with the camera when I'm in front of it. So, but yeah, the drawers have held up pretty well. They're pretty stable. They do that number a little bit. It's overall not a bad box. I need to organize this a lot better. Let me turn these lights on real quick. Oh, there we go. Alien Space Saver, new color, right? We got 2 more coming out. Be getting those. Yeah, the space I can't go complaining about on this. Actually, pulling drawers out of this is pretty simple too, which is a nice thing. Is it gonna clear that air tank? Yeah, so you get a good amount of room in this box. I paid under $6 for this box, which is I'm happy with. Yeah, I got the tire machine in the way, so that kind of hinders that, but this is all moving over, so it is what it is. But yeah, here's a button up close. I've talked about it in 5 things I hate about this box. This, I wish I would have like integrated it somewhere else, moved it, or had a option to put it on the side, but really doesn't get in the way that much. It just kind of takes away a little bit of space. I would like to eventually put the monitor up somewhere on like a swivel. I think they sell stuff that mounts up to these holes. Yeah, like I said, my toolbox is a mess, guys. Moving this thing, it's actually not bad loaded. It rolls pretty smooth. Yeah, I've had to load it on a trailer, move it around the shop, move it around the other shop. So it's not terrible. Now, what kind of gets me is I'm a big dude. I'm 6'4", about 280. I don't have the balls to stand in these drawers. Like, I'm just not going to do that. Just because my fat self will probably break it. But, yeah, if standing in your drawer is something that is a determining factor in toolboxes, well, I'd talk to your Snap-on rep or whatever tool rep you go with before buying to see if you could stand in the drawers, I guess. I don't know. I never saw the point in that. I had a dude I used to work with that was his like bread and butter. I could stand in the tool or drawers in my Matco toolbox. Okay, well, that's awesome. I could put tools in mine. One of the things I dislike going from the Master Series to this, I've had this, like I said, for about a year now. Not really a fan of that mechanism, but it is what it is. The drawers close solidly, which I appreciate to some degree. I do miss about my Husky. They had soft closing drawers. Now, let me tell you the thing that sucks about soft closing drawers. If you ever have that manager, and the khaki pant wearing, clipboard warrior, safety Nazi type manager, that guy that walks around and just kind of, what you doing there, buddy? Or, how much longer are you going to be? We're waiting on this piece of equipment. That guy. Yeah, if you ever have that guy and he just gets on your last nerve and you want to just slam your drawer shut, kind of sucks about soft closing drawers. Husky had that. They were actually pretty awesome. Yeah, these probably make a mess. But overall, guys, I really enjoy this toolbox. I'm proud of my purchase. I'm happy with it. I mean, would I do it again paying a truck price? Absolutely not. If I was paying full price for this thing, I would not do it. Just because that's a lot of money. I could invest more into more tools. I mean, if I was to do it all over again and wanting this amount of room, I'd go buy 2 Huskies from Home Depot for $1,100 a pop. The 52 inches, I'd have 104 inches of workspace. You know, top and bottom, and then all the drawers. I could just fit everything in there. That's what I would do. And you're not worried about scratching it. You're not worried about denting a $1,100 toolbox. I mean, you are, but you're not. This, I'd put a couple scratches in this I'm not proud of. You know, closing drawers, trying to get stuff done, and something sticking up where it shouldn't be. Now, all my things I don't care for on this toolbox, it's probably just the way I have this box set up, which that may change coming soon. But yeah, this drawer right here, guys, it's kind of a pain to set up. I mean, I got all my air tools and electric tools kind of just thrown about in there. Not exactly happy with this drawer, but it is what it is, right? So, like I said, eventually that is subject to change. I'd really like to get some lockers one day, but money is a fun thing. I don't want to spend much of it anymore. Kind of getting cheaper. So, yeah, right now, good box to have. I love it. Wouldn't pay truck price. Not a fan of the latches. I'm loving the lights. I'm loving the stainless top. Bigger workspace. The more stuff sits on it. But all in all, I'd say it was a great purchase on my behalf. If you could get a box of a bigger size for a cheaper price, guys, I'd highly suggest it. But on the money side, being that I'm getting cheaper, food for thought, guys. Organize, organize, organize. If you can sit there and hold off on spending money on something like this and wait, be it you have a U.S. General 5-drawer tool cart, and you can organize the piss out of it to get it set up right, do it. Organize, reorganize, 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 and then move up. Once you're crammed in, out of room, you're becoming not efficient with it, step up. You could always trade it into the truck if you want a truck toolbox, like going from a U.S. General 2 or a U.S. General 5-drawer service cart to a, let's say, Snap-on 6-drawer. You know, you'll get more room out of it. You can organize and reorganize. Guys, these alien space savers, ain't no joke, guys. I've got videos on that with the roll cart. I've got videos on with the Epiq, with how much room they save. There's always a product out there that is helping you out to increase storage, to increase efficiency, whatever you want to call it. However, you got to spin it off to your partner. I mean, hey, who doesn't like more tools? But yeah, I'm going to organize the hell out of this eventually. That way I can keep growing into it. And once I surpass that, maybe some lockers, a hotch, maybe another Epiq 84 attached to it if I could make the room on the wall. Who knows? But guys, thank you for listening to my long-winded nonsense speech about what I think about this box. So guys, take it easy, keep wrenching, enjoy your day.